So, as usual, let's start with a big breath up, stretch, reach, reach, reach. Oh, expand that rib cage, stretch it long. Feel that waist engage. Hopefully you're a little bit sore from Wednesday's core class. Oh, see if you can reach over a little bit further each time. You can also get a little bit lower, bend your knees a little bit more if you want. Stretch and reach. 2 more times, up and over. And this time, if you want, you can kind of do a little bit more of a side bend. It's kind of rounded. Instead of going away from the center, go up and over. And just make sure you're not twisting. You want to try to open up this rib cage. Soft bend in those knees. If you want to get into like a little half plie, you can do that. 2 more just like that. And last one. Stand it up. Let's do big shoulder rolls back. And forward. And just swing those arms forward and back. Bring those feet underneath your hips and just swing forward and back. And then we can start to go into kind of that figure 8. You can make them as big as you want, just depending on how your shoulders feel. So as I do this, I kind of like to round and open. So a couple of the projects that are going on the property today, we've got sheetrock guys right here, so you'll probably hear that more than anything. My husband's on the tractor right now. And then they're working on the barn. So hopefully the roof will be on the barn next week and we can put our gym in there. Perfect for quarantine. Oh, and the goats are behind me. You guys might get to see the goats today. Elsa. All right, and then let's go ahead and just rock those hips side to side, get them ready to work. We're gonna do a lot of hip work today. And then tuck the hips under and release. So think about cat and cow stretch, round and open. And then in this next one, stay rounded. Take that one arm, grab the elbow and pull across. So stay rounded, just pull on that arm. You can do a little bit of a twist, lean into the stretch. And then other side, grab, pull across. Pull across. If you want, you can try to extend that arm, get a deeper stretch into the back of that rib cage. Start on the other side, bend and pull across, extend it. Both arms up, turn the palms out, open up the chest, 3, 2, 1, and shake out those hips. Going a little bit wider with those feet, almost like our plie position, so finding that lunge. We're gonna really start to open everything up, get things ready to move through the spine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna reach down and away. I want you to imagine that you're picking up a really, really heavy elastic, something heavy. Just pull, pull, pull. And by creating that heavy tension, we're rounded, we're activating those muscles, lift, lift, lift up. Get tall, and then just relax into it. Other side, so deep lunge. We reach down. As we reach, we're stretching and expanding that rib cage, grabbing, pulling up, pull, 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 all the way up, up, up. Stop here, feel that tension, and then just ease and relax. We're gonna do that again. Grab, pulling up, make sure it feels super heavy. So I'm like activating my bicep, rounding my shoulder, up, 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 all the way up. Feel everything tighten up, and then just ease into it. And again, to the right. Grab that heavy, whatever it is, pull it up. Creating that tension. Create that tension all the way up, even as we get to that full extension. See how I'm super tight up here? Breathe in, breathe out, and then relax into it. Good. Now we're gonna reach across. So keeping that arm parallel, reach across, grab. Now we're pulling something across like a counter. So we're pulling it across that counter. I'm keeping my hips tucked, my shoulders rounded, feeling that upper back muscle tension, tension, tension until that final placement, abs in tight, and then relax into it. Good. This is really good for helping to release those tight tension muscles in that upper back, while also helping with oxygen flow, helping to activate that breathing. So we're kind of holding our breath, tension, 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 breathe in, breathe out, relax into it. Good. One more time, going parallel to the floor. Reach across, try to reach even further. Grab it, tight tension, rounded back, tuck tailbone, round the shoulders, tight, 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 and release it. One more time to the right, grab, pull, pull, pull. You're pulling a stubborn goat. Pull, see some of the goats behind me. Finally, it's only taken like a month and a half for you guys to get to see them. All right, and then we're gonna reach up. So corner, imagine you're in a room, corner of the room or corner of your mat. Grab it, heavy, heavy, heavy. Pull. This is when I really start to think of that heavy elastic. I'm pulling a heavy band from the ceiling. I'm keeping that knee pressed out all the way down, feeling an inner thigh stretch. Keep tension here. Try to touch your elbow to your knee. Breathe in, breathe out, come all the way back and up. And switching sides, grab it. Create that tension, pull, pull, pull. You can start to tuck and round, and then lunge into that leg, pulling the elbow into the knee, breathe in. Breathe out, come all the way out and back. One more time each side. Hopefully your body's getting nice and warmed up. Grab it. Create that tension, heavy elastic, pulling it from the ceiling, tucking the hips, rounding the shoulders. Breathing in. Breathe out, relax, open everything up. Last time, grab it. Pull, pull, pull. Rounded, tuck, expanding that back, stretching that spine. Pull it, keep that tension till you touch the knee, then breathe in. Breathe out, release it, come all the way up. Both arms up, lift the shoulders up, drop the shoulders down, release it, and roll those shoulders back for 3, 2, 1. Forward, 3, 2, 1. That little white goat right there is Elsa. She should be having a baby or 2. She's huge any day now. We've been waiting like for weeks now, so, but she's about to pop. She's huge. So hopefully any day now, more babies. All right, let's go into a nice deep lunge, just going side to side. Now make sure when you get to that deepest position, feet are naturally turned out, so don't force them. That's going to pull on the knee. Make sure they're not forward. Unless you have any knee issues, what you would do is you could limit the turnout and kind of stick your butt back a little bit. So if you have any knee pain, this would be a good alternative. Otherwise, natural turnout, nice and lifted. Imagine you're between 2 pieces of glass. And we're going to reach those arms up and go 3, 2, 1, and up. So if you're sore from Wednesday, hopefully this will tell you as we're repeating some of those exercises to see if you can feel them a little bit more today. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and up. Make sure that the focus is abdominals engaged. Stay here. Take that bottom arm down and up. 2, 3, 4 more. 4. Keep that chest nice and open. 3, 2. Get a little bit deeper into that lunge. Hold it here. Reach a little bit further. Come all the way up. Stretch. Other side. Arm down and up. 8, 7. Check out where your weight is in that supporting foot. Make sure you're not gripping the toes. Try to keep it nice and even. 4 more. 4. Chest open. 3, 2, Last one, hold it, reach a little bit further, come all the way up, 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 and then we're gonna reach across little diagonals. So reaching to the corner of the room or corner of your mat, just stretching. Try to get a little bit longer each time. Reach. 2, and also make sure you're not too wide. If you are, the knee will kind of be pulled because of that, and make sure you're not too narrow. So just find that perfect position where you find that 90-degree angle. 2, hold this one here, lift the arm up for 3, 2, 1, switching sides, reach, stretch, lift, 2, 3, 4, switch again, this time reaching both arms, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch, reach, 4, 3, 2, last time, this time bring your arms out to the side, don't let them get back too far here, keep them slightly forward, lean into it, 4, 3, 2, 1, back to center, other side, 4, 3, 2, 1, back to center. Whew. Shake out those arms, shake out those legs, roll the shoulders back. And we're gonna get into our chair work already. So grabbing your chair, first we're gonna kind of use it to stretch out the back, stretch out the upper body, since that was most of the work so far. And you're gonna just place your hands on the back of the chair. You can also do this pressing against a wall or on a table. You're gonna walk your feet back and just gently press your palms into the chair and just rock your hips side to side. So as you're doing this, you're feeling those hamstrings stretch. You're also feeling those arms stretching. A nice opening up of the chest, the pecs, the triceps, the shoulders, all those tight tension areas. Then we're gonna plie and straighten. Be mindful of your positioning. So don't be too far back here. Your knees are gonna go past your toes. And if you're too far back here, same problem, different position. Find it so that when you come into a plie, you can almost like you're sitting back into a chair and then straightening back up. Bugs on me today. Rock your hips. And then we're gonna go into a lunge to one side and a lunge to the other side. Lunge to the side, lunge to the other side. One more time each side. And then just bring those feet hip distance again, or a little bit wider. We're gonna round the back, tuck the chin, lift the chin, arch the back. Round the chin, or tuck the chin, round the back, lift the chin, arch the back. Round and tuck, lift and release, and then just kind of wag your tail side to side. And then placing one arm across, so I'm reaching across, just getting a deeper stretch here on one side. And then over to the other side, place one hand on top of the other and kind of pull your hips to one angle. Back to center and sit yourself up. All right, now before we get into those really nice deep stretches for the hips, we're gonna do a little bit of balance and leg toning work. So keep your chair just about a forearm's length distance. Soft bend in the knees. We're gonna extend one leg out to the side. Now notice that you can see the top of my foot. Let's go ahead and turn it out and then have it kind of angled at the corner. So not directly side, but slightly forward. And that's gonna give us a little bit more range of motion. So as we lift and lower, we have more range of motion. And it doesn't have to come up super high. The most important thing is this isn't happening, okay? And the leg stays straight. 4, 3, and I like to kind of hold on to my stomach so I can feel those muscles activating as I hold my balance. And now coming forward, same thing. Top of the leg is facing up, lift, 2, 3, 4, and you can absolutely do this without the chair if you want to challenge your balance a little bit more. Just make sure everything else is solid. So soften the leg, this leg stays straight, and you're not leaning back as you do this. Now, we're gonna do little arcs. So you're gonna tap, lift up and over. So you can actually use your water bottle. So make sure you go up and over that water bottle. So those two positions that we've already done, up and over forward, up and over to the corner. So really working those quad muscles, working the balance. Make sure, again, it's really easy to want to lean back, stay nice and tall and lifted. And if you have limited range of motion, so if you can't get your leg up this high, don't force it by leaning back. Just stay low. You're still, by keeping that leg straight, you're still going to work those muscles in that lengthened position. It's going to benefit you more than bending or putting pressure in the back. All right, now I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. Same working leg. I'm going to extend it to the corner of the room. Flex the foot. Get that leg as straight as you can. And even though I can do this without the chair, I actually like to hold on to it so I can really focus on that form. So lift. We're targeting that outer glute. Leg is just going to the corner of my mat, so not directly behind me, angled out. 3, 2, 1. Now, turn the foot in, toes pointed down, leg is directly behind me. Bend the standing leg, tuck the hips, lift. See how little movement is happening right now. Keep that leg as straight as you can. And now we're working that under butt. We're lifting it up. Turn it out again. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Turn it in. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Turn it out again. This time bending the knee. Lift. 2, 3. Maybe feeling that butt a little bit more, the outer glute. Turn it in. Feel like you're touching that back wall. 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn it out last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep that chest open. I have to remind myself of that too. Press back. Squeeze the glutes. Very limited movement. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release it. Before we switch sides, let's do our little chair stretch. Our number 4 stretch. So ankle on the quad. And then use your chair to sit deep into it. And if this position bugs you at all, you can always sit in your chair to do it. So this is also an option. Number 4 stretch and lean forward. So just depends on where you feel most comfortable. I personally like to kind of pull off of my chair. I feel like I can get into it and kind of move around a little bit better. And stand it up. And now we're going to switch sides. So starting out, holding onto the back of the chair, stay slightly close. Bring that leg out to the side. Remember, instead of the top of the foot, we're going to turn it out. Top of the foot is going to face up, and then bring your leg to the corner of the mat, pulling your abs in. We're going to lift and lower. And you're going to be able to tell the difference between what side is tighter than the other. I kind of feel like this one is my right side is a little bit looser than my left. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it forward. Same thing, straight as can be with that leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're gonna do that little arc. Again, you can grab your water bottle so your leg is going up and over it. We're gonna go up and over for 8, 7. Make sure that you're straight up and down, not leaning back. 4 more. 4, and keep that leg as straight as can be. That's the most important part. And 2, and 1, and now bring that leg back behind us. So starting out, angled to the corner, flex that foot, lift. Squeezing that outer glute, keep that leg as straight as can be. 4, and we're not going for height on this. We're keeping that glute tight and controlled. So none of this. Keep it in the glutes, tuck the hips under. Now we turn it inward, same thing, lift. Not only feeling that under glute being lifted, but feeling those hamstrings work. 4, 3, 2, turn it out again. 8, 7, 6, chest open, 4, 3, 2, turn it in, 1, 2, abs in tight, 4, 3, 2, now turn it out, bend that knee, lift, 2, this is where you might feel that glute, feel almost like it's cramping up, 4, 3, 2, turn it in, try to press that wall back, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, turn it out, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, turn it in, last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it. Oh, so that's a really good, like, balance, glute work exercise. Gentle, but super effective. Find that number 4 stretch, stretch it out, sit in the chair if it feels better to you. Just move around. We're trying to release that tight glute without it cramping up. And I like to do kind of up and down. And slowly come up. All right, now my favorite stretches. So now we're gonna face the seat of the chair and we're gonna do our deep stretches. So starting out, doesn't matter what leg you start with. We're first just gonna kind of start to warm it up. Not that it's not already warm, but just warm up the stretch. So I'm gonna lean into it. Notice that back leg is straight. You can lift the heel up, doesn't have to stay down. And then I'm gonna shift back, bend that standing leg, straighten out the front leg. So might take a few times to kind of find that sweet spot where you can transition easily. Lean forward, stretch that hip flexor. And again, it doesn't have to be a super deep stretch, just an easy transition forward and back. Just so good in that, this back leg into that hip flexor and then the hamstring. All right, now we're gonna get a little bit deeper. So finding that lunge again, notice that I'm not here, okay? So if anything, keep that chair heel down. Lift up that back heel and lean into it. Lean as far forward as you can. So even though my knee kind of looks like it's almost past the toes, I'm not giving into it. So just tucking and shifting those hips forward and then a little release. Then we're gonna lift up that back heel, keep that leg straight until we tuck and round, and then drop that knee, straight down. Oh my gosh, feels so tight. And release it, find that hamstring. We're gonna do that series 2 more times and then we'll switch legs. All right, let's start again. Deep lunge. And then we're gonna lift that back heel, lean deeper into it. Press those hips forward. You can do a little shift if it feels good. And then give it a little half release. Lift the heel, tuck the hips, drop that knee straight down. 4, 3, remember we don't wanna hold these stretches until you can't get any lower, and then you come out of it, find that hamstring stretch. No matter how good it feels, keep moving through it. You can repeat it 3 to 5 times. But if we hold the stretch, let's start again, find that position. If we hold the stretch, our reflexes actually want to tighten up more and there's more opportunity to get hurt. So deep lunge, shift those hips forward, but keep that upper body slightly upright, kind of pressing with that chest. Come out of it halfway, lift that heel higher, tuck the hips under, drop straight down. 3, 2, 1, come out of it, last hamstring stretch. And that is like a workout on its own. It's exhausting. All right, let's do the other side. Starting out, super gently. Remember, we're just gonna shift forward. Try not to break your chair. Shift forward, shift it back. Shift it forward, shift it back. So first, just super easy light stretches, not those deep ones just yet. Back. And one more time, nice and easy. And shift it back. And let's start getting into that deep, deep stretch. So starting out, we lift up and deep press into it. Side doesn't feel as tight as my other side. And then slowly come out of it just a little bit, just enough to lift that heel. tuck the hips under. See how I'm kind of rounded in my upper body and drop. I can actually feel this stretching my lower back a little bit. And come out of it. So as we're doing this, try to tune into like what different areas of your body you might feel the tightness, and you can kind of see what things are connected. So let's start again. Let's go into a nice deep lunge forward. So main focus is that quad hip flexor here. You might feel it in your glute, maybe even your lower back or your knee. Come out of it halfway. Lift, tuck, drop straight down, getting into that quad a little bit more, and the psoas. Psoas is kind of hip spine connection. And come out of it. 2 more times, just like that. So first we go into that deep, push those hips forward, keep that chest nice and open. Come out of it just enough to lift the heel, tuck the hips, drop that knee straight down. Feeling that outer glute, lower back, quad, hip flexor, all types of things. Shift it back, feeling that hamstring. 1 more time, you guys. Lean it forward. Really push those hips. Keep that chest nice and open. Notice how much looser you might feel or how much deeper you can get into that stretch. Come out of it just halfway. Lift the heel, tuck the hips, drop that knee straight down. Oh, feel that final deep stretch. You can shift a little bit and then come out of it. And slowly lift yourself up. Whew. Okay, final couple stretches. We're gonna bring one leg out to the side, doesn't matter which one. Soft bend in the knees. This is great for balance. So if you need a little extra balance, you know, try to maybe keep something here to hold on to, or get close enough. You can kind of angle it so that you can hold on to your chair as you do this. So otherwise, walk your hands down the shin or onto the chair and lean over. Try to be in between those 2 pieces of glass, so no twisting or turning. Nice open chest. Lift it up, turn it out, twist. And then come forward, up and down. We're gonna do that again. Up and over. Up and back. Round it forward, kind of leading with that elbow, tucking and rounding. Up and back. 1 more time, up and over. Up and back. Round it. Up and back. And switching sides. So stretching our body in like that lateral positioning is usually a little more challenging, maybe a little bit tighter, because we don't move side to side very often. We don't bring our arms out to the side. It's always very forward. So these lateral stretches are really important to do, just so we keep that range of motion, keep our balance solid. Very important movements. And round and up. Let's start again. Up and over. Reach, reach, reach. Up and back. Round it forward and up. Last time. Up and over. Reach, reach, reach. Hopefully getting a little bit lower than the first time. Up and back. Lead with the elbow. And up. And put that chair to the side. We're gonna finish up with just a few deep breaths in, couple upper body stretches. We just start kind of like how we started, soft bend in those knees, just stand and reach, lifting up and out of those hips. So I'm feeling my body being lengthened, kind of release tension through those hips and stretching the lower back. And then we're gonna grab and pull. Switch sides, grab and pull. Feeling an awesome stretch down that tricep into that armpit area. And of course, stretching and releasing those rib cage muscles. Helping with oxygen flow, digestion, posture, all important things. And then bring that arm across, drop the shoulder down. Let's just circle that wrist a few times one way, a few times the other way. Open everything up, bring it across, drop the shoulders, circle, and reverse it. Last little wrist stretch, bring that arm in front, gently pull back on those knuckles. Use this opportunity to breathe in and out. Turn it around, gently pull back on those fingers, drop the shoulder, breathe in, breathe out. Switching sides, bring it knuckles forward, gently pull back on them, drop the shoulder. Turn it around, palm forward, gently pull back, drop the shoulders. And let's take our last 3 big breaths up. So breathing in, lift the shoulders up, create that tension, 3, 2, 1, hold that breath, and then just let it go. And again, big breath up, hold that breath, 3, 2, 1, release it. And last time, big breath up. Hold that breath, 3, 2, 1, breathe out. And you guys are all done. Awesome job today.